Heather Rui. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back and I plan on sharing more video content in 2022. Today we will be making some Valentine treat boxes using some new products from ReverseConfetti. So let's jump right in. We'll be making this box today, and I'll give you a more detailed look at all of the boxes at the end of the video. So first I want to talk about the treat boxes I used. These are from ReverseConfetti. They are super high quality. They're really easy to assemble. They are food safe, and the measurements I believe are around 3 by 4 inches. I'll put the exact measurements on the screen so you guys know what that is. So like I said, I'm making these Valentine's treat box for my son's teacher, and we're gonna place a ice cream gift card in the back as well as some candy on top of that. And the candy I used is Reese's peanut butter cups because that is my son's teacher's favorite candy. So we're going to place that inside, right on top. I was able to fit about 4 of these candies in here. And as you can see, even with the 4, there's some room at the bottom. And I'm going to add some decorative shred to the bottom. So I'm going to place those inside, and then here I have some orange decorative shed that I've had forever. I'm going to place that in the bottom just to kind of fill it up. I'm keeping these boxes pretty simple, but you could do so much. You could add some pattern paper in the back or a stamped piece in the back or decorate the front more or the inside. Really, the sky's the limit. I'm going to put in just a couple more pieces. That looks good. Get this out of the way, and then I'm going to seal this up. So I have my gift card and my candy in there. The next step I did was wrap a piece of ribbon around it, the box. I just have this gingham ribbon left over in my stash. You could really use anything you have on hand. I think a small piece of like fabric scrap would be super cute as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it once in a knot, and then I'm going to take some scissors and just cut off the ends. And I really like these scissors from Tim Holtz. They're super sharp, and I use these for cutting ribbon and fabric. Okay, great, that's done. So now we have our little treat box, and we are going to make the tag now. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to stamp out the image that we're going to use. And the image we're going to use is this little cute bee, and that is from the ReverseConfetti Love Bug stamp set. So I already put that inside my MISTI, and I'm going to take a piece of 110-pound white Neenah cardstock, place that inside, put my magnet down to hold it, and then I'm going to take some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink and ink it up. And the reason I use this ink is because I plan on Copic coloring this little image, and that ink is Copic friendly. So I'm going to stamp him once, and then I think I'm going to stamp him one more time for a real crisp image. That looks good. Press down. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to use the coordinating die and cut out the image. Let me move this to the side. And I'm going to bring in my Altenew mini die cut machine. I love this little thing. It's great for small images. And I'm going to place the coordinating die on top of the image, and I'm going to use some of this Easy C tape to hold into place so it doesn't shift when I run it through the die cut machine. Get that lined up, place the tape down. I'm going to use my scissors to cut around the image so it fits inside my plates. I'm going to lay that on the bottom plate, place the top plate on top, and run it through my machine. Move that to the side. I've got a cute little image there. Okay, so I'm not going to color this die cut image on camera. I am going to just show you the colors I used to color this one that I did off camera. So these are the colors I used. I'm going to make a list of them on the top of the screen in case you want to screenshot them. Okay, so the next step is to create our tag. And creating our tag, I actually use two different dies. I use the largest heart from this Postal cover panel from ReverseConfetti, as well as their grid stitch tag. So what you're going to do is you're going to die cut the grid stitch tag first. And I'm going to get back out my die cut machine and a piece of 110-pound Neenah white cardstock. And I'm going to cut this down so it fits inside of my machine. And I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. The reason I want to use two different dies is because I just absolutely love the stitching that is on this stitch tag, and I want to put that on my heart. So now I'm going to use that largest heart, and I'm going to cut it from the stitch tag to add some texture. So now I'm going to put the tag on top of the stitch tag, and I just secured it with some of that pink tape. And then I'm going to run this through the die cut machine, and now that stitch pattern will be on our heart tag. That's a great way to stretch the use of your dies, combining them to create a whole new look. Okay, so now I have my stitched heart. We're going to make that a tag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this negative piece when we stamp the sentiment, which we're going to do next. And I stamped the sentiment from that same stamp set. We're going to use this Bugs and Kisses. So cute. And the reason I'm going to use this piece, this negative piece, is because it's going to secure the heart in place. If I just put the heart inside the corner of this MISTI, it would be kind of hard to stamp on because of its shape. But by using that tag shape, it fits really nice in the corner of the MISTI and kind of secures the heart in place. So I'm going to tuck that in the corner, and then I'm going to use the sentiment right, I think it's already lined up for me. Yeah, it's already lined up. And I'm going to use some Altenew Obsidian black ink. This is my favorite ink to stamp sentiments with. The only thing you want to be careful with this ink is it is a pigment ink, so it takes some time to dry. Let's get a nice image. And then I'm going to pop that right out of that piece. And then we have our sentiment. Okay, the next step is adhering our colored piece to this heart tag. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're going to be using these mini action wobblers to adhere the image to the tag. I don't know if you ever use these. These are so much fun. I did want to do a size comparison on the mini action wobbler compared to the large one. They're both super fun, but I find that I use the mini ones a lot more for these small images. So they have release paper on the top and bottom. We're going to go ahead and adhere the image to one of the sides. I like to do the image on this open part. There's an open part and a closed one. I'll show you that more close up here. There's the open part. We're going to put that right on the back of the image. I can just hold that down for a few seconds while that dries. We're going to remove the release paper from the top, and I like to add some liquid glue on top of it. It has adhesive on it, but the liquid glue is going to make it more sturdy. I place that right down in our tag, and I'm going to use an acrylic block to hold that down while it dries. So I'm going to put that off camera and let that dry, and then I have another one ready to go. I went ahead and punched a hole in the top left corner, and I used an eyelet and set that in there. I don't know about you, but I have tons of eyelets from back in the day, and this is a great way to add just like a splash of color, but also give some stability to that corner when we tie it on. So let me go ahead and get our package back out, and I'm going to use some black and white baker's twine to tie this on. Here's some baker's twine. We're just going to take a string of this, and we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to place this underneath our ribbon through the hole in our tag, and then we're just going to tie it right on top. I like to do a double knot so it's secure. And then I'm going to use those sharp scissors again, and I'm just going to cut off the ends. And there you have a quick and easy Valentine's Day treat. And I did Valentine's Day, but you could do any occasion. And some other fun ideas of things you can put inside are a pair of earrings, a stamp set, and a mini ink pad. You could even make a mini card set to put inside, some crayons to go along with the coloring book, some baked goods, or even some lip balm. I think that those all would be fun. Okay, now I want to walk you through all the boxes and show you what I used on each tag. So the first one is the tag that we made today, so I'm not going to show you the products because you've already seen those. But I did want to share that I used the larger silk ribbon on some. Again, just use whatever you have on hand. I also wanted to show you the action wobbler in action. So when you touch it, it looks like the little bee is moving. Super cute. So the next tag I used that same grid stitch tag like I did on the heart tag, but I just cut it smaller to fit the image better, and then I rounded the bottom corners. On the next box, I used the Circle Raise Duo to create a tag. So again, just use any shape that you have, any die shape that you have to create a tag. Give you a little up close shot of that. Okay, the next one, actually both of these are just different images. They use the fold over window tag die from ReverseConfetti. In the center of that tag, I did some glitter paper. So this is the die. It's a really cute tag. Okay, before I go, I wanted to share something I will be adding to all of my future videos. I'll be sharing video notes to wrap everything up and hopefully leaving you inspired to try one of the things I feature in this video. For today's video notes, I encourage you to use multiple dies to create a whole new look and stretch the use of your supplies. Try using a non-traditional color combo when creating holiday projects. Today I threw an orange to the traditional pink and red Valentine's Day color combo. Try incorporating an interactive element. Today I used the mini action wobblers to add some movement for something fun and unexpected. Use your craft supplies to create a treat for a loved one, neighbor, mail carrier, or a stranger. It's such an easy way to spread some kindness and put a smile on the recipient's face. Thank you so much for watching. You can find more information, such as photos and links to supplies used, on the blog post link listed in the description. Please subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and click on the bell so you will be notified when I upload more videos. I thank you so much for your support. Have a great day. Bye.